I hope you're well and welcome to the next training vlog video. So this was my second training session of the week and I was training my lower body and chest. Now before I show you the training footage, something I mentioned on Instagram this week and something I've spoken about before, and I thought I'd just share this with you briefly. And that is answering the question, do you need to fluctuate your calories and carbohydrates from a training day compared to a non-training day? Now this really depends on context and the individual. So for example, if we have an individual who has goals of just achieving fat loss, who are doing weight training, a small amount of cardio, it's not really necessary to fluctuate calories from their training day compared to non-training day, just because they're trying to create the energy deficit over the course of the day, the course of the week. Additionally, there's not going to be a real significant difference in terms of energy expenditure from compared to training day compared to non-training day. Don't get me wrong, there'll still be a difference in expenditure. However, it's not a significant difference in comparison to the context I'm about to describe. Another example would be someone that's training twice per day in endurance training. So someone that's burning a lot of calories on their training day. Within this specific context, it would be worthwhile having more calories and carbohydrates on their training day compared to a non-training day, just because their caloric expenditure is so much more significant on the training day compared to the non-train day. However, if you have goals of building more muscle and or losing body fat, it's not really necessary to fluctuate calories from one day to the next. However, the final thing to consider is your personal preference. So if you have a preference to fluctuate calories from one day to the next, this is absolutely fine, but just make sure you're still achieving that overall goal throughout the week. So for example, if your goal is fat loss, make sure over the course of the week there's a net energy deficit needed to create fat loss. Conversely, if your goal is muscle growth, make sure over the course of the week there's still that energy surplus that you're trying to achieve. So in short, unless you're an endurance trainee who's trained twice per day, you don't really need to fluctuate calories from one day to the next, train day to a non-train day. However, if you have a personal preference to do that, you can do it, but make sure you're still achieving that overall objective, either the energy deficit for fat loss or the energy surplus for muscle growth. So hopefully you found that useful. Enjoy the training footage and I'll look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.